Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm here to write a new program for you. I'm gonna show you how to write a program that analyze the break-even point. Here is our duty to make today. Let's take a look together. So break-even analysis. When you are manufacturing a product, you need to know how many units you should produce in order to break even. For example, by the way, guys, break-even point is the point you stop the lose money and you start making profit. For example, say you are making widgets, you pay $1,000 a week to rent your manufacturing building, and it costs you $50 to manufacture one widget, raw materials and labor. It also costs an average of $10 per widget to sell and market your widget. The rent is what we call a fixed cost because it's always the same from week to week or month to month or annual, like whatever the period is. Whether you make one widget or 1,000 widget, you are still going to pay $1,000 a week in rent. Costs such as manufacturing and selling costs are variable costs because they are vary depending on how many widgets you make. If you make one widget, it will cost you 50 plus 10, $60 in variable costs. But if you make 1,000 widget, it will cost you 50 plus 10 multiply $1,000 equals to $60,000 in variable costs. Since it cost $1,060 to make one widget, and we will make $200 selling that widget, we will end up with a loss of almost a loss of the $1,860. Not very good. Will we make a profit selling 1,000 widgets? It costs $60,000 plus $1,000 equals to $61,000 to make 1,000 widgets, and we will make 200 multiply 1,000 equals $200,000 in revenue from 1,000 widgets. That means we have made a profit of $140,000. Not bad. So do we make money or lose money if we manufacture 10 widgets? It will cost 50 plus 10 multiply 10 plus 1,000 equals the $1,600 to make 10 widgets, and we will make $200 multiply 10 equals the $2,000 in revenue. This means a profit 400 because cost is 1,600, right? Now the assignment is write a program that prompts the user to enter manufacturing cost, selling cost, fixed cost, and selling price. After user entered those information, your program should then calculate how many units it will take to reach the break-even point. Means how many units we have to sell, how many units at least like we have to sell to make a profit, right? Okay, first let's ask the user those information like manufacturing, selling costs, and fixed costs and selling price, and then we will think about the formula that how can we calculate the break-even point, right? Alright, let's go to NetBeans and start the program. Okay, other, me. Alright, the name is Berkelin and clean those. Alright, what are we doing first? We are creating a scanner class to ask the user. Okay, first one, let's ask the manufacturing cost. Okay, I just finished asking the user enter the information: manufacturer cost, selling cost, fixed cost, and selling price, right? And guys, what will we need here after we receive all those information? So we have to calculate at least how many units we have to sell to make profit. So our formula should be like the selling price multiply number of units minus those expenses, right? So what I'm gonna do, we need a do while loop here, because program has to check the profit each time, and if the profit less than 0, we have to increment the number of units and then calculate again till profit is greater than 0, right? And if the profit is greater than 0, then we will finish the program. So how can we do that? Okay, first I'm gonna initialize the two variable. First, integer number of units equals 1, right? Yeah, and what we need the profit. It should be double, right? Double profit, and I'm gonna make it 0. Okay, so those are the default values for the num units and the profit. Now this is the hardest point. We have to write the correct and efficient formula to calculate our profit. So okay, profit is what is the profit? Number of units multiply selling price, right? So now here is our revenue, right? Like all money we will get, and we will subtract the expenses from this amount, and then we will get the profit, right? That's simple actually, just looks complicated. Okay, minus, let's make it good math here, manufacturing cost plus selling cost, right? And this is the variable cost, right? Multiply num units, and num units, what's left, plus fixed cost. Okay, let's put one more parenthesis here. Nice. That's it. Okay, what I did here to calculate the profit, I multiply the number of units, and selling price means revenue, and then I subtract the value amount of the expenses from the revenue, and I get the profit. How I calculated the cost? So manufacturing cost and selling cost multiply number of units means here there are variable cost plus fixed cost. Why? Because fixed cost is not depends on the how many units we produce. It's always same. So that's why it is not here. That's why we add it to variable cost. Okay, so this is the formula. Now, okay, this is the profit. After we get the profit, we need to check if profit is greater than 0 or not. All right. If profit greater than the zero, what I'm gonna do if it is greater than 0, I will say you have to sell at least num units, right? Because I initialize the number of units as 1. So when we check the while number of units is 1 and profit is 0, so it means just one, if I sell just one unit, it will be enough to reach the break-even point. So if it is at the beginning, if profit is higher than 0, so we will just say that you have to sell at least number of units, which is 1. That's it. But and sorry, yeah, but first, guys, I need to put a do while loop here. I was gonna do that end of my if statement, but it will be more complicated. So okay, after I initialize my number of units and profit, okay, I'm gonna put a do while loop here. So okay, here is the other one. Okay. Because I need a loop, so it will keep going while profit is less than 0, right? I will explain after I finish the writing code here. So okay, if profit is higher than 0 here, we will say you have to sell at least number of units, and then we need to get out from the loop, right? So what we need to get out the loop, we need to break. Yeah, that's it. If it is not, I don't need anything. Just I'm gonna say the number of units plus. Okay, let me explain you here. At the beginning, I initialize the number of units and profit. Number of units as a 1, the profit as a 0. So I place the do while loop here. Because why? Because program has to calculate each time if the profit less than 0, right? So first, program get the information from the user, and then come into the do while loop and calculate the profit according to information that we receive from the user, and then check the profit greater than 0. If it is, so we don't have to increment the number of units because it's already greater than 0. So we will just say so you have to select this number of units, which means 1, and then I put a break here. It will come out from the loop, and then program will be ended, right? If it is not greater than 0, it will increment the number of units each time till reach the profit higher than 0, right? Because it will increment. Let's say this is the 1 now, and then profit is less than 0. It will increment the number of units 2, and then check the profit. If it is greater than 0 or less than 0. If it is less than 0, it will go up again here till reach to profit is greater than 0. Okay, so let's take a look take a look if it is working properly. Okay, enter manufacturing cost, let's say $10. Enter selling cost, let's say $20. Enter fixed costs, let's say $100 for rent, and enter selling price. So how much we say, like, okay, let's say $50. Okay, say you have to sell at least 6 number of units. Okay, yeah, okay, it's working properly. You have to sell at least 6. We can add here like plus units. It's more beautiful. Okay, let's check it manually. Okay, I say manufacturer cost $10, selling cost $20, and okay, 6 times number of the number of units times selling price. Okay, what is it? 300. Okay, here is the 300, and the man cost and sell cost. Man cost and sell cost is 30. 30 multiply 50,050 plus fixed cost is 100. So it comes 20 to profit. Okay, so it looks like nice. So let's try again. But I was wondering if I enter like, okay, let's say so there's a bug probably. So let's say manufacturer cost is $10. Okay, and then selling cost is saying $10. So total variable cost is already $20, right? Okay, let's say $100 for fixed cost. If I enter selling price less than manufacturer cost and then selling price, let's say $10, it's not calculating. Like, probably it's calculating. Oh yeah, so it's crash. Like, it's a boot successful, but probably it's crash because you have to sell at least minus 214,748 or something like units, because looks like our program goes into do infinity, right? Because why? Because if you, like, let's say you produce a pencil, okay, and then if a pencil costs you $20, and if you sell it $10, you will lose $10 for each sale, and then so program is never gonna reach the break-even point, right? So for this issue, we have after we ask the selling price, we need to do something here. So user cannot enter the value less than variable cost, right? If the user enter value less than variable cost, we should say, hey man, what are you doing, right? You should close your business. Okay, let's say that then. Okay, I need a while loop here, right? Okay, after let's delete it here. Okay, let's delete everything, and I can initialize the first double selling price 0. Okay, and for while loop I'm gonna put the boolean here. So while boolean is true, while loop will work. Okay, so boolean is, let's say, is valid. Okay, valid equals true. Boolean is valid equals true, and then I'm writing a while loop is valid. So what did I put a boolean statement here as true as a default value. So while is valid is true, my program is gonna do something here. Okay, and let's check. So So I'm in the while loop while loop right now. Okay, we are asking the user enter selling price, enter selling price, and sell price, dot next double, right? Okay, now here we need to check the selling price. If selling price higher than a variable cost, it's okay. If it is not, we need to tell the something to user. Okay, so if sell price, if the sell price higher than man cost plus sell cost, that's what we want. If the selling price higher than the variable cost, we just get out from the loop. If it is not, we should say selling price must be more than variable costs. Otherwise, you should close your business. It's better, right? Okay. I hope you get here what I did, guys. One second. Okay, let's check. Okay, now manufacturer cost is $10, selling cost is $10, fixed cost is $100, and selling price is, let's say, $4. Okay, selling price must be more than variable costs. Otherwise you should close your business. And enter selling price again. Let's say 5 again. Okay, this loop is working till you enter a valid input. Let's say then 25. You have to sell at least 21 units. Okay, guys, the program works perfectly. I hope you guys find it helpful and you understand the logic what I did here. So see you guys later. All right, take care everyone.